Well, we give Green Bay a lot of credit. They came in, they played free, they made 16 threes on us. They made big shot after big shot. Ziegler made two huge ones. And, I'll take the blame for our side. I didn't have them as prepared for that 3-2 zone as they needed to be. And then we had a chance at the end. I could have used the timeout a little earlier, and we had a foul to give, and rolled the dice, and we missed the free throw, and they got a 3 off at the end to send it to overtime. Hopefully this group can learn from it. I do think, and I think they would agree, we've lost our edge over the last week. And what took us so long to get out of the locker room is we talked about how do we get our edge back. So it's a game that pivots on a few plays, and you need to be prepared to make those few plays.
Well, Sharon, exactly what was said. What's the mood, and how do you get that edge back? Is it something that is going to have to be forged in practice? Is it something that is just going to kind of appear the next time you play? How do you do this?
Yeah, it's got to start in practice. It's where we lost it, was in practice. And our preparation. And but that comes back to me. I've tiptoed around Sophia when you're winning. Had a couple of road games that were tough, and we battled. But I've let our cracks open up, and it all comes back to me. I got to get them back on point.
As far as the not fouling there at the end of regulation, how do coaches kind of come down one side or the other? It seems like there's a philosophy there. What is generally your philosophy? Do you have one in a situation like that,
Yeah.
or is it?
Yeah, for the most part, if it's under, it's a complicated question, but if it's under 6 seconds, I would generally foul. We have been very good at contesting threes, so I've leaned against that with this group, and it's such a young group, and we are prone to making some mistakes in situations like that. So it's worked for us not to foul, but my general philosophy is to foul. But when I didn't take the timeout, Elijah's on the free throw line. I think Elijah on the free throw line at that point. Yeah. I could have taken the timeout. I would only do it coming out of a timeout too. I wouldn't do it on the fly. So probably should have fouled, but he made a heck of a shot. But it's little things. In the last play, we got our matchups mixed up, and not that BJ couldn't guard him, but wasn't his matchup. And get what you asked for.
You talked about losing your edge. Is this maybe the time that you can learn from this and grow from this if you're going to lose a little bit at this point in the season?
Yeah, ask about the mood. I think it's somewhere in between. We got to prepare better, and this is garbage. We got to do better than this. And it started before this game started, and there is some mood where we have to learn. We've lost one game here. It's not the end of the world. Got to learn from it and move on. And Detroit's going to come in here, and they don't care how we're feeling.
You guys have been pretty good defending the three this season.
Yeah.
What do you think changed today? They hit some tough ones, granted,
Yeah.
especially late. But what do you think was the difference as far as the way you guys defended the three?
Well, I think in the first half, we weren't. Our pressure was non-existent. Our hands weren't active. They saw a few go in, and then they got some confidence.
Yeah.
And give Freddie credit. They're playing free. They shot 42 of them. 42. Some of them are going to go in, and when you see some go in, but we didn't attack the zone well, and we didn't bear down. We missed. I told them in the first half, I don't know how many layups we missed, point blank. It's not like they have a shot blocker in there, you know. But it goes back to, you know, just our edge. It goes back to how I prepared them. We didn't have the edge we usually have. And, you know, maybe having IUP and Green Bay and at this point in the season is not a good thing for us, you know. Nothing against those guys. Green Bay deserved to win this game, 1,000%. They deserved to win it. So, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you.
How big of a gut check was that for Elijah? I mean, this is not one at the end of regulation, but then to step up and hit those two to at least give you the lead. Like,
Yeah.
That's pretty big for a freshman, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's made big play after big play in games. Not always shooting the ball, but it's, you know, making defensive stops. And, you know, the thing we do have, it might be to their detriment a little bit. We have guys that are willing to step up to the moment, to almost to a fault. They believe that they all believe they can do it, and which is good, you know, even though they're young. Again, when you look out there, a lot of times it's 3 or 4 sophomores and a freshman, maybe 1 senior, but a lot of guys have never been in these situations.